Hi y'all, it's me. As part of my guest design team spot with Scrapbooking with Me, we were given a stamp set from a company I'd like to introduce you to. It's JOY CLAIR Stamps, and they're beautiful stamps made here in the USA. They're high quality photopolymer and they are clear. In this set, it's called Thank You for Everything. You're receiving 34 clear stamps, which is a great deal. JOY CLAIR makes a lot of stamps that are also spiritual if you're doing Bible journaling and that kind of thing. There's images and phrases and all kinds of other categories that you'll want to check out at Scrapbooking with Me, and I'll leave that link down below for you in the description box. So to showcase these stamps today, I'd like to create a project with you. I'm going to create a card, and I'll do that with you. This is what the stamp set looks like. So you get a few flourishes and things like that, some flowers, and then the words and phrases. Really nice. So I am going to create a card with you, and let's just get right into it and see what we can come up with. For the base of my card, you're going to need one piece that measures 4.5 by 5. That's your first piece, just 4.5 by 5. The next piece you're going to need, and you need just one of these, you're going to need a 6 by 4.5, and you're going to score it at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. So that was a 6 by 4.5 scored at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. You'll need one of those. And then you're going to need two that are cut at 5.5 by 5, and you're going to score both of those at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. When you have all of these pieces together, you will go ahead and fold them on the score line, so you'll have this little like gusset here. So we're going to have 3 of those that have gussets. 2 are the same size, 1 is different, and then your base. What you're going to do is take your first piece of the 2 that are the same, and apply some adhesive on the inside flap of that. We're going to remove that adhesive strip if I can. And now you're going to take the base of the card, that single piece, and you're going to apply this to this piece here. And you're not going to go over the score line. You want to make sure to stay away from the score line because the card has to be able to bend like this. So now you have this looking kind of thing here. Then you're going to take this other one that's the same size as the first one, again with the score tape on the inside, and we're going to go ahead and remove that covering, and we're going to place it on the opposite side of the base of the card, just like you did the other piece. You want to again make sure to not go over that score line. So press that down there. Now you have this thing that has the double flaps like this, 2 flaps. See there? Okay. Finally, with the third piece, that's the one that cut different measurement than the other 2. Again, you have your score tape on the interior piece. We're going to go ahead and move the strips off, and you're going to take that and apply it to the top of that center of the card. And you're simply going to make sure, again, not to go over that first score line that you have there. Sorry if this is hard to see. It's black paper. I know it's kind of hard, but that's what I'm using to make my card. So when you get done, you're going to have this thing that looks like this, and you're going to fold it this way, and this way. That completes the base of your card. Okay, I have one already did because I want to just work with the one I have ready. So it's here. So I'm going to start with, let's start with the front of the card, which is this piece here. And I flipped it over because, again, this is going to fold, and flap. So we're going to decorate this part. So what I want to do with mine is I want to put a piece of paper on there. I measured mine 1/4 inch smaller than the base. So you'll have a 1/4 inch border around the center piece. Sorry, I'm moving sticky strippy stuff over here off the paper so I can lay it down. I got it put on, but I have to peel it off. So here we go. So now I'm going to take that and I'm going to center it on this piece here, just like that. And before I get any further, I am using this paper collection from Heidi Swapp right here. Got it at Michael's. It doesn't have a name, but that's the one I'm using. So now that we have that down, I am going to come back with my, let me see where they are, right here. I have decided to add in a stamped border of stamped image, I should say, onto this piece here. And I'm not going to need that anymore, so let me just move that out of the way. I'm going to stamp onto here with one of my Joy Clair stamps, and I'm going to use the thank you stamp. I'm going to pull that off, apply that to my block, just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and ink it up, and I'm using VersaFine ink for this. And I'm just going to go ahead and tap it on my ink pad, and I'm going to stamp it onto this white piece here. There you go. And pop it right off. Look how pretty that is. It's just stamped so perfectly clear. So now that I have that one done, I'm going to go ahead and apply some sticky strip to the back of this one. I must have missed this piece. But just put one there like that. I'm going to go ahead and place this onto this piece of melon colored cardstock that I used this punch to punch the edges of, that piece right there. And I'm going to go ahead and place that down on there, right in the center. Just like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and take some adhesive, and for this I'll just use some wet glue to make it a little bit quicker. And I'm going to go ahead and apply that right to my card here. The next thing I want to do is I'm going to be adding the flowers that are there, and I need a foam square for that, which I'm just grabbing now right here. And I'm going to add this to the back of some flowers that I fussy cut from this paper collection. And I am going to pull the backing off, and I am going to place that on here. And I kind of want to do it maybe like this. So that's how I do the front of the card. Really simple. There you go. Now I'm going to flip the card over this way because I want to put something here to cover this back piece. And for that, I took a piece of the melon cardstock that I used for the sentiment on the front of the card. And I'm going to place that on there as soon as I peel off this backing. I wanted to use my tape gun, but I run out of tape at the moment, so now I have to use this peel off kind, which takes a little bit longer to do a demo with. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place that right down center on this piece here. That will be my backing where I can put handmade by if I choose. Now I have these two pieces here, and for those I've decided to use this piece of paper from the collection. Again, I need to peel off that strip, so bear with me. Sorry for the delay, y'all. It's just camera, you know how it is when you're filming, and I don't want to fast forward this because I want people to be able to hear what I'm doing along the way. I didn't want a voiceover. So I'm going to go ahead and place this one on right down in the center of this flap here in the front. And then I have another, and I'm going to place that on this piece here. Sorry. And one more. Hold on just a moment. I'll be right there. Sorry about this. I'm trying to go fast as I can. And I'm going to put that right there on the center. Okay, now I'm going to flip this entire piece over, and I'm left with all these panels that need covering as well. So for this panel over here, I have this pattern paper, and I'm going to just lay that on there. Should have peeled all these off first, huh? Save me a little time. Okay, I'm going to place this one here, just down in the center. It really does come together quickly when you're doing this without trying to make a video. So, and I really like this style of a card. I've made several lately that I really like. So let me just keep going here and pull off some more sticky strip. Got a pile of paper piling up over here. Backing. Okay, this one is going to go on this side, and I'm just going to center it on that panel right there. And now for this piece up here, I have this paper. Again, these are all cut at 1/4 inch smaller than the mat in the background. And getting tape all over my fingers. This one is going to go here. Again, centered on that piece. without going over that score line. You have to make sure not to cover your score lines. Really important for that. And then we're going to place this piece on top of that one. And this will be where you can write your note to the person you're gifting this card to. And just a moment here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and place that down here. And on this one, I've decided I want to add some flowers. So I fussy cut some flowers out of this collection. And I'm going to, if this glue will cooperate, which it doesn't want to on camera, of course not. Hold on just a moment. Sorry, folks. It's the mishaps of filming. Okay, here we go. So now we're going to put the glue on there, and I'm going to set this over to the side here. That's where I'd like that to go. Right there. Okay, so far we have all the panels completed. Now we're just going to work on this final one. And for this one, I used this piece of paper. Again, I punched it with this punch right here. So I'll go ahead and peel that off for you. And then I'll place that, and we're almost done. This is coming together really quickly, and we will be using the JOY CLAIR stamps again, so just a moment for that. Okay, this one's going to go right down here in the center. Really cute. Now I die cut out from the paper collection a pocket, this one right here, and that will be this right here. Gone ahead and cut it out already, and I have my adhesive on the back so it's ready for placement. If I can get this tape off, that is. Oh, nothing worse than this tape when you're trying to film. Okay. One more, and I'm ready to place this pocket, and I'm going to place this right here in the center. This would also be a cute way to put a gift card if you had a gift card you wanted to place. So now for the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be placing this little black piece of cardstock on here so I can stamp yet another sentiment. And I'm going to place that right here on this pocket. And then I have the little piece ready that I want to stamp on with the JOY CLAIR stamps. And for this particular one, I'm going to choose the stamp that reads, "You are amazing." And that is right. Where is it? Here it is. Sorry, it's right here. I'm going to place it on my block again, ink it up. I'm going to go ahead and stamp that right here. You are amazing. Pull that off, and now I'm left with that, and how nice and crisp the stamping is. I'm going to peel that sticky strip off the back. Whoopsie. I'm going to place that right down there in the middle. Now to go into this pocket, I've made 5 strips right here of cardstock, and I'm going to be stamping on each one of these with the JOY CLAIR stamps. And the first one I am going to select will be the one that reads, "For all you do." And I will place it on my block, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp that. And then I'm going to take the next one, "For your friendship," which is on that stamp set. Go ahead and ink that up and stamp it down. Whoops, that one didn't quite get in the center, but that's okay. And then "For being such an awesome friend" is the next one. Go ahead and get that on here. Let's put it on this one. And then we'll take "For inspiring me." That's on here. I'm going to go ahead and stamp that on the center. And then lastly, I will take this one, which reads, "For every moment." And then stamp that on there. Then what I went ahead and did is I took another piece of this cardstock right here, and I used this little flower stamp that's on the JOY CLAIR stamp set right here. I went ahead and stamped that onto this cardstock like that, just like that. And then I took my great gravy somewhere. Here they are. Got a mess on this table. I went ahead and just went in here and fussy cut this out. I'm going to try to do this one really quickly so you can see what I did with them. And here we go. Okay, now I ended up with these little flowers right here that were stamped from the Joy Clair stamp set. And I'm going to go ahead and glue those on to each tip of these strips that I cut. And they will sort of act as poles for the strips of paper. So I'm just going to place those on there. Just like that. 4. Oops, I just put my finger in the glue. 5. There you go. Those came together really quickly. Go ahead and grab those up. And probably, of course, you won't want to touch them this quickly. You want to give them a chance for drying because you just glued them. And I'm going to go ahead and stick those in there like this. Oops, see what I mean? I touched it too soon. There we go. And stick these in here. And then when I send this to the person or hand it to the person, I'll have my note here. I can put all these reasons why I am saying thank you, and they can pull them out and read their little sentiments like that. So then you simply close this, close this, close this, and you have this nice little card that you can send off to a friend. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to shop at Scrapbooking with Me to find these Joy Clair stamps. I know you're going to love them as much as I do. Until next time, do what makes you happy. Bye for now.